phenomenal. If you've been with us from the start of this game, there have been little spells in this match which underlines A, how brilliant a prospect that Keane Barry is, and B, how much of a threat Dirk van Dijvenbode is going to be, not just today,
60.
not just for the rest of this week, but for the rest of this year. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. 180, 171 to leave double 8 after 9 darts. It is yet another 4-visit leg incoming here. Dirk van Dijvenbode was asked some serious questions by Keane Barry, and he has come up with the answers. That is absolutely magnificent, and the young Irishman, all he can do is applaud and congratulate Dirk. Super performance in the end, 101 average. Imagine how good it could be if it hadn't taken him 3 legs to get going and he didn't miss those 8 darts at double in the middle of the game. Absolutely astonishing. You could put this right up there with any of the big comebacks that you've witnessed. That probably the best one we've seen on the Pro Tour was Gerwyn Price coming from way behind to beat Damon Heta in the final of one of these events this year, where for about a 7-leg spell he averaged 120.
100.
This is incredible from Kim Huybrechts against Alan Soutar, who has been mind-bogglingly good. But 1 dart missed for 5-0, 4 darts missed for 5-1. They're the only real mistakes he's made. And Kim Huybrechts is going to get match darts.
105.
He leaves himself on double 8 after 12 darts, and I cannot believe I am saying this, but Alan Soutar is going to lose this match.
43.
Astonishing. A 13 darter does it. Kim Huybrechts nearly collapses. Alan Soutar can't understand it. I'm not sure I can either. But Alan Soutar, who was 4-0 up and averaging 120, ends the game with an average of 105, but ends the game with nothing. He cannot make the same mistake as last time, surely. He doesn't. He gets match darts. And Rapid Ricky Evans misses 2 darts at double to win the match. He's not missed 2 darts at double in the entire match until just then. And Mensur Suljovic goes 2 for double 16.
A step back. A step forward. But not 18. A step into the second round. And Ricky returns.
Does this get silly? No, it does not. Rapid Ricky Evans punishes Mensur Suljovic, who almost collapses at the end of that one. The fastest player on Planet Darts had to give himself a moment to compose himself.
Followed by a first maximum of the match. Huge opportunity for Ashton. Jakes has left 1-3-6-0, and that's a bit of a slip from Lisa.
58.
Can she seal it in style? Oh, this will be amazing from Ashton.
31.
Narrowly missing double top for the 151. Killer blow. It's just 1 dart at the same target for her opponent.
48.
And that dart delivered to the house next door.
Game shot.
And Lisa Ashton applies the finish. A fabulous win for the Lancashire Rose. 6-2. She defeats Peter Jakes. It is a 3rd consecutive victory.
Kachuk, to his credit, did not bust the 176. He's got to get rid of this. Otherwise, the bagel is waiting.
27.
Not a particularly pleasant taste. The darting bagel. The double top will seal a whitewash win. And Krzysztof Ratajski runs riot against Krzysztof Kachuk, his Polish pal. who he chucks out of the tournament in the second round.
For that one, because he didn't have a great deal of experience playing Gary at that point, but he had confidence.
180.
Anderson sets up a 3, 4, 7 and 6 possibility. Their most recent meeting was at the match play, which was won by Nathan Aspinall
57.
by 11 legs to 9. It was a tremendous game. And for the third time in this match,
45.
Aspinall's left 170. He's determined to get one. Might be now. Bullseye. Oh, Nathan. 170 out, and he is the 170 king. Will be a short break after this game.
60.
As we are still awaiting Michael van Gerwen's opponent in the board final. It will be either Geert de Vos of Belgium or Daryl Gurney. That's currently sitting
57.
at 3-2. There's a heavyweight game going on right now between Scott Waits and Raymer van Barneveld on board number 9, both averaging over 100, and it's 4-4. There's a game I would pay to watch.
140.
But I would pay to watch this one 10 times over. Second 170 in the match? Go on, Nathan. What are you up to? He could have got a second as well. I think even Gary sees the funny side of that one. This has been played in a brilliant spirit.
58.
Sensational standard as well. But Nathan Aspinall has been the better player. He's had a match dart at the Bull. He doesn't need any more because that's a 6-3 win. A superb game from the Asp. And he sets up an incredible board final with Christoph Ratajski. He loves playing Gary Anderson. But Gary doesn't like playing him because he keeps losing to him. That's what you need to do. Need to have to play this game properly. However,
57.
if it was easy enough to just throw 115 averages just by being attacking, everybody would do it all the time. And so MVG just one poor leg, one poor couple of visits, and Gurney can step in. And that might be what's happening right now. Gerwen's going to feel like Louis Oosthuizen in 2021. Constantly coming up just one short.
58.
Oosthuizen was constantly knocking on the door of majors and not getting the job done. But you just get the feeling that maybe the frustration has boiled over a little bit in this one.
58.
As he's played witness to an incredible super chin display as he leaves 150 for the second time. And he's going to get 6 darts from here, Daryl Gurney, to get this job done. Michael van Gerwen has been absolutely brilliant, and it still has not been good enough to stop the Northern Irishman, the 2-time major champion, who came into this with his own frustrations today. Feels that he's been losing games he should have won. Well, neither man should have lost this game, and yet somebody is going to, and it looks like it's going to be Michael van Gerwen, who leads a 168 as a setup shot, and it might be the last thing he does all game. And it is Daryl Gurney, once again, beats MVG. It is 107 losing average for the second time this week for mighty Michael van Gerwen. With 220, you are 4 darts away from winning the leg, whereas with 219, you are 5 darts away. Rob Cross is only 3 away, because if he gets a 170 in the same fashion as Nathan Aspinall did against Gary Anderson on this board, it will be match over. It's not going to be match over at this visit. But Peter knows now, with Rob on his favourite double on the board, he can't miss this. He's got to stay on that lie. But decided on the double-double shot, and that might be the last dart he throws. It was flung away in disgust. But Rob, to finish the match with a break of throw. Splendid stuff from Rob Cross. A 14 darter to finish things off, and Peter Wright will have to wait. Pop in 180 number 4. That's the response Nathan wanted. Dirk van Dijvenbode. The 180s are flowing.
100.
Can he produce the 141 for the 9 darter in this high quality contest that could give him an edge? He needed the treble 19. Well, he has hit a 9 darter before, but that was on the development tour. I don't believe he's hit one on the senior circuit. And he might have needed to hit it to win this leg. Right on the wire. And follows it in. Majestic stuff by Nathan Aspinall. Dirk van Duijvenbode, 7 darts into the perfect leg and doesn't even get a dart at the double. In this manner, he's going to be a force with which to be reckoned. Nathan Aspinall, of course, will be as well. He's there as one of the
100
seeded players, even though he was beaten by Madars Razma in the World Series event itself. Nathan has left the 170, and he is something
58.
of an expert at this particular checkout. Took it out against Gary Anderson earlier. And takes it out again against Dirk van Duijvenbode. Majestic again from the Asp. He saves himself with a 96 checkout and puts himself in charge of this contest with a 170. Just releases the pressure a little bit. Aspinall charging towards the finishing line. Look at that. Back-to-back 180s when it looked like it might be turning round. Well, disappointment in the semi-finals yesterday for Dirk van Duijvenbode. It looks like it's going to be disappointment in the quarter-finals today. Because Nathan Aspinall is given the luxury of setting that up on double 16. Dirk's going to hit another 180. Of course he is. He wasn't even looking when he threw the last dart. And he'll have to look away now because Nathan Aspinall has come through another tough test. Just chalk up another big name and top player that Nathan Aspinall's seen off today. Gavlas, Anderson, Ratajski, de Souza, and now van Duijvenbode. The Asp is in the semi-finals. You will see him utilise that part of the board a lot more than other players.
100.
Going on the 20s here because a ton 40 gets him to a finish. Now it doesn't matter, so he can come down. There's no point in staying in the treble 20. He blocked it.
59. 86.
Rob Cross will always try and do his scoring on the 20, the 19 and the 18 segments. He says if you see me going for the 17s, I've got something wrong mathematically. But here he'll look at the 17s. And now he looks at double 12. Yeah, very good. Very good. And ominously so for Madars Razma. As Cross moves into a 2-0 lead at Madars Razma.
96. 180.
And he's getting better and better, and that's the first little sign from Madars. That's that little word to himself that he might be geeing himself up. There might be a bit more positivity in the Latvian number one's game. You don't get much more positive than that, do you? And for a man who about 5 minutes ago was moping around,
95.
He might be jumping around in a minute after completing the perfect leg. Double 18. What's he doing? Madars Razma has hit 8 perfect darts, then started juggling the last dart, gone for a walk, come back, wants 36, and hits it for the most incredible 9 darter you've ever seen. I have never ever seen a man do that. I've got no idea why he did it, but he's just produced perfection with a juggling act in the middle.
$105.
Scored by Cross, leaves him on a 2-dart checkout. Madars Razma loves the treble 19 and the double 18, but he can't find the treble 19.
121.
Fabulous setup in the end, though. Rob Cross, this might have to go. If this is low in the 20 bet, he might go treble 16. Doesn't matter. Double top is what he wants. For what will be a 4th consecutive break. And it's there. 14 darter Rob Cross. 20 for tops. Doesn't want to block his path. But he has blocked it. He's not moving. Going top left, is he?
20.
Well, that's where he was going, but you could see he'd blocked a significant portion of the bed and made life difficult for himself. And now Rob Cross has a chance to go 6-4 up. Significant moment. Double 18. The switch to the 9s. And there it is. Rob Cross is a leg away from the final. He's looking down first. Treble 19.
$127.
The 164 is a miracle that he could not produce Razma. He'd already produced one in the form of a 9 darter, and it really did look in the middle of the game like it might be a catalyst for him turning this around. But Rob Cross, the European champion, is through to the final. Look how that win at the weekend in Salzburg has transformed this man.